Hello there, my name is Lanius, and as you can see, things have changed a little bit, or you don't because no one watches it anymore, but here we are. So, before disappearing, I've made a new channel to leave main channel, so this one, some more possibly quality videos. But ultimately, I didn't do anything. So that was a classic example of premature optimization, I guess. From now on, I will just post here the usual programming adjacent stuff and more. And yeah, I've made a Viroid model. Is this going to stay? Maybe, but well, but let's get into business. So today's video is going to be about Mullvad Browser. It's not a new thing, but well, I'm not a stranger to getting into subjects way late. So anyway, so as you might know, there is a browser called Tor Browser. It's based on Firefox, it's very secure, it's very private, and it only connects via Tor Network, which significantly enhances which significantly enhances anonymity, provided you don't leak your information yourself. Although outside some specific cases requiring complete anonymity or bypassing some regional restrictions, using Tor for your regular browsing is a huge overkill. It makes your connection slow, it makes, together with Tor Browser, many sites not work correctly or even at all. And in the end, if you go to like some quote unquote regular sites, like some online store, you connecting via Tor is going to make you instantly a suspicious user. And here comes Mullvad Browser. Mullvad is a VPN company from Sweden that offers basically completely anonymous VPN. It's actually one of the best, if not the best, in terms of privacy, because you can literally provide none of your personal information and still get an account. So no email, no anything. But it's a subject for another video. We are not going to create a Mullvad account today. And well, Mullvad together with Tor Browser, I mean Tor project, made a browser, essentially a version of Tor Browser without the Tor network, which many more privacy conscious users have wanted for a while. And as I mentioned, it is out for a while already, so that's not news. So of course it integrates with Mullvad VPN seamlessly, but you don't need to use it with Mullvad. But I guess you probably should. The whole point is browsing privately. Giving your IP to not very trustworthy sites might not be ideal. Although you can still as well use different VPN. As you can see here, I do not have oh, I just showed my IP and I do not have Mullvad enabled because I don't have Mullvad account, but I have Tor, but I have Proton, which I can just connect. It connected, and let's click some link, and here we go. We're on the Tor site using Proton VPN. So what's good about this browser specifically? Tor Browser, so Mullvad Browser as well, provide excellent defense against fingerprinting. And fingerprinting is a technique of identifying a user solely by their browser, not even by IP. Takes into account installed extensions, operating systems, available fonts, etc. Mullvad Browser blocks many of its own functions that might be used to extract that data, and to put it simply, it makes your fingerprint virtually the same as any other Mullvad and Tor browser users. Here a possible caveat of using other VPN extensions like Proton here is that it might affect the fingerprinting protections. Little intermission here, editor Lanius here. So here I proceed to test actually the fingerprinting, if it's actually influenced by the Proton VPN extension, to like disprove my point actually. And yeah, there are a lot of stuff I just cut out, so I'm just saying. So back to the video. We haven't covered our tracks completely because I haven't connected the VPN. Okay. Maybe just unclick that, because maybe Proton is blocking this, so let's test it again. Okay, I think now something is actually happening. Okay. So now let's just delete it. Maybe disconnect it first. And let's try this again. So no, actually installing your own VPN extension doesn't really affect the fingerprint. But like truly compare this, I should actually test this with actual Tor browser too. Okay, so Tor browser has definitely better fingerprinting protection, but I think we didn't enable all the tracker blocking. Okay, because it's security level standard. Let's make it safest. And let's see again. And maybe let's also compare. Let's also compare with my Vivaldi browser, which probably would be way worse in this. Okay, so yeah, maybe if we used the Mullvad VPN actually with Mullvad Browser, this would be better. Partial protection. I mean, it is also a good good result. I usually misread it, like I have non-unique fingerprint, and my 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 Vivaldi browser literally has a unique fingerprint, so I'm cooked in my day-to-day browsing. But with amount of extensions I have, that's like to be actually expected. So anyway, that's still very good. Uh, Very good result. And installing a VPN didn't change it. So I will now proceed to reinstall my Proton extension. Oh, and one important thing, you need to enable the extension in private mode, because this browser is like constantly in private mode. So if you don't check it, you won't have the extension active. And I would need to log in again. So just let's leave it at that and get back into the rest of the video. Why is it better than Tor Browser? So, to put it simply, as I already said, using Tor Network might mask your IP and location, but it also makes you stand out as a Tor user. So, for your everyday browsing, it's completely unreasonable unless you specifically need this level of anonymity. Using a VPN stands out much less, and not using a VPN stands out even less than that. You might not be untraceable this way, but much harder to profile, and not to mention just being more secure. Is it good for your day-to-day browsing? Well, for sure much better than Tor Browser. You still have some problems with sites working correctly, and you might anyway want to have some less secure browser, for example your bank. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to log into your bank if they could not fingerprint you. At least I had literally this issue in the past, so. And I'm also not entirely sure you actually should log into your bank with your real data using like a privacy browser. Also, all the security measures might break some other sites. It might be in general less comfortable than a regular browser that just keeps your cookies or history, and well, it all in the end depends on the level of privacy that you want. Overall, it's one of the most private and secure browsers you can get. So, that will be it for today. I'm gonna take a look at different browsers in the future, or come back to looking at Linux distros again. I think there were many new things with Nitrox, and well, pretty much with any Linux distribution, because I wasn't keeping up that much recently. And yeah, let's minimize it. Okay. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, Maybe follow me on X or Twitter, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe.